was around when
Sure.
I shared. I personally dealt with this, Everest, the concierge service, does exactly what he says it's supposed to do, and it saves the family significant money, because I helped plan a funeral, and the concierge service was there. Wow. What they were being quoted versus what they ended up being paid was thousands. I would say the value is almost double of what they're getting. Probably what he gave is probably more accurate, but it depends what they're being quoted. And the stress of dealing with the planning part of it is huge, you know, because of course, Charlie, I did the numbers, I simple math, right? We're financial people, started doing the calculation. But then I said, I travel, for example, a lot, right? We're out, something happens to me, what kind of stress do I put on my spouse to have to deal with that? And then actually the app to upload pictures is actually really good. It's not like some of the other services. You can actually upload, like, you know, I don't know about you, but I pay every month for these benefits and stuff like that. And if you want to get like Dropbox, anybody use Dropbox here?
Yes.
That's a very secure online like data storage. For 100 gigs, you're gonna pay, I think it's $100 a year. So if you utilize all of it for us, value oriented, very specific the way we think, it's fine, it's just the way we are. If you actually use all the services that are there, the value is absolutely there. But I'm gonna tell you, the majority of people out there, they will get it just because they understand what they get. Right. So for our more technical kind of people, you gotta get them to understand the package so they can see the value.
Thank you. I appreciate sharing that. That's really quick. This is the agent website. The first you're going to notice is the 800 number. It's available 24/7, 7 days a week. Any question you need, you can call this number right here. If you scroll all the way down, you're going to see agent training videos. These are pre-recorded training videos. Talks about Everest consumer demand, why and how to sell the Everest product. If you're not familiar with Everest, I would encourage you to watch these videos. Available on the agent website. If you scroll all the way down, you're going to see 4 easy steps how to get started. So by show of hands, how many of you are appointed with Everest? If you're appointed. Okay, so for those of you who are not appointed, you're going to select step number 1. Let's select this link, I American. Leave site ID as it is, do not change it. For the password, you're going to enter 2240. Once again, it's 2240. Once you log in, select I American, enter your WFG agent number, and once you're ready to begin, you're gonna click on new contract. From this point on, it's gonna take you no more than 10 minutes to complete the form. Once your agent agreement has been successfully submitted and processed, you're going to receive a welcome email from Everest with your Everest ID, which is going to be 5 plus your WFG code. It's a very simple process, guys. You cannot make a mistake. Step number 2 consists of marketing materials. You can find Everest travel brochures, more than just insurance flyer, as well as translated flyers. So if you have a client who doesn't speak English very well, you can print out as many copies as you need. They are available in 7 different languages: Chinese, Farsi, Korean, you say Punjabi?
Yeah.
Punjabi, Spanish, Tagalog, or Vietnamese. And once again, you can save it to your desktop, flash drive,
Oh, that's
print
Punjabi.
out as many
Yeah.
copies as you need. Did you make any grammar mistakes? Do you need to correct anything?
I can't even read.
Okay, guys, let's go back under step 2. Under step 2, you can still find instructional videos, the ones I played a few minutes ago. You can find client stories, will prep overview, as well as pre-recorded training webinars. So if you're not sure how to get appointed, I would encourage you to watch this video. It's only 8 minutes long. It's going to show you step by step how to get appointed. Once you start writing business with Everest, Agent e-file, it's a great tool to track and manage your business. You can see the status of your client's application. The video is only 36 minutes long. If you have any questions, write it down, give me a call, and we can go over step number 1 or Agent e-file. Step number 3, you can find more agent training PowerPoints. Agent guide, everything you need to know about this product. It's available in this agent guide, guys. You can save it to your desktop, flash drive, print out as many copies as you need. If you have a client who is non-US citizens, make sure you follow these guidelines. Available under step 3. You can print out application flow chart, you can print quote sheets, or you can run online quoting tools. So once you get appointed, you're gonna enter your agent number, Everest agent number. So as you can see, we have 2 products, Advantage and Advantage 50 Plus. Advantage is issue ages 0 to 49, 50 Plus is 50 to 85. Depending on your client's age, either select Advantage or 50 Plus. So let's say the client is 50 years old. From this point on, you can calculate the face amount by entering monthly premiums and vice versa. So for example, let's say the client can only afford $30 per month. He's a male from, we happen to be in Illinois. He doesn't smoke, he's in a good health, he wants to pay monthly, and his age is 50, for example. So once you generate a quote, you can see that for $30 per month, the client who is 50 years old, it's going to be close to $7,700 of face amount. And you can always play with the numbers under online planning tool, guys, available under step 3.
So it's not available, like, suppose they say average expense being $10,000, I want a $10,000.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The average fee is $10,000 to $15,000.
Yeah, so is there no application in which you can put the face amount and then get the monthly
You
premium?
can.
Okay.
And you can always put the face amount, it's going to calculate the monthly premium and vice versa. You can play with the numbers. Under step 3, you can find tips for completing application as well as application and required forms. So all you need to do, select your state. You're going to select the product. So let's keep the client who is 50 plus. And right here you can see all the required and optional forms. Everest Advantage 50 plus application is available right here. All you need to do is select this link, which will take you to the application. The first part is general information. The second part is health information, guys. Once you complete the application, you're gonna go back to our landing page, select step number 4. You can fax new business. We have included the fax number, or you can upload a scan application using AppDrop. More than 55% of WFG agents are using our mobile e-app. And this is our electronic application, guys. The great thing about mobile e-app reduces processing delays and eliminates incomplete application. You can say goodbye to paper now. So if this is your first time using mobile e-app, you're gonna select this link, insuranceapplication.com/WFG mobile. Then you're gonna create an account. Right below login button, you're gonna select new user or password reset. You're gonna enter your Everest ID, create a new password, confirm it, and enter last 4 digits of your social security. I already happen to have an account, so I'm gonna go back to login page, and I'm gonna go ahead and log in, guys. So step number 1, you're gonna select new application. I'm gonna show you how simple it is to complete mobile e-app. Agent ID, if applicable, you don't have to worry about this step. Then you're gonna select a product, Advantage or Advantage 50 plus. So let's say the client is 50 years old. Select a state. And here's your Everest electronic application. Consists of 5 different sections: quote, underwriting, personal info, agent statement, and signature. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter my personal information so I can be the client, and we're gonna pretend I'm 50 years old, guys. So date of birth, let's say February 5th. All right, I need your help. So 50-year-old client, 1967, thank you. Insurable age is 50, gender is male. Have you used tobacco or nicotine products within the last 12 months? I have not.
Good for you.
Thank you. Before you select your plan type, you're gonna scroll all the way up and select this blue box that says underwriting questions. So you're gonna ask your client the exact same questions listed on the application. Are you currently hospitalized, confined to a nursing facility, a bed or a wheelchair due to chronic illness or disease, etc., etc.? If the client answers yes to any of these questions, unfortunately, they are not eligible for coverage. Do not submit an application. They need to answer no to the first 3 questions in order to proceed to health questions 4 to 10. So the first 3 questions are called knockout questions. Questions 4 to 10, if the client answers yes to any of them. So for example, if the client answers yes to question number 4, the client will qualify for return of premium death benefit plan, guys. You do not have to ask remaining sets of questions. For the purpose of our illustration, I'm going to select no to all of the questions. And let's go back to our quote.
Excuse me, can I just ask a quick question?
Yeah, absolutely.
For the return of premium, so what are you talking about? If they die, they just get their premiums back, and that's it?
And
That's correct.
10%.
So,
Plus 10%.
plus 10%?
Within the first 2 or 3 years. Only after the 2nd or 3rd year, once again, we can keep our promise and send the family the full face amount in 2 business days.
I see, but they still get to use all the other things?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, sir. So let's go back to quote. If the client answers no to all of the questions, you're going to select immediate death benefit. I'm going to skip riders and benefits for a minute, and let's move to amount of insurance. Payment mode. The most common mode of payment is bank draft. You guys already know this. This is not foreign information to you. So let's select monthly premium. You can either select face amount or monthly premium. So let's say the client wants $10,000 of coverage. Automatic premium loan elected is optional, keeps policy active. So if the client decides to be direct billed and he or she forgets to pay the monthly premium, the underwriter will take it out from the cash value. So once again, automatic premium loan elected doesn't cost extra. It's totally optional. You can mail the policy to the agent, insurer, or the owner. Totally up to you, but I would advise you to mail it to yourself so you can personally deliver it to the client and explain the policy if they have any questions. And I'm going to check here for date on approval. So once we select quote,
It's 1968.
1968.
Yeah.
And this is the great thing about mobile EF, guys. It will not let you proceed to the next section until you enter all the information. So let's try again. So for $10,000, the monthly premium for this client is $36 per month. You can always view PDF presentation. We have included the proposed primary insurance information, today's date, a death benefit, as well as initial monthly policy premium. So as you can see, death benefit is fixed until the age 100, as well as, in this case, it's annual premium. Cash value, it's involved, it's included. Starts billing after the 2nd year, but guys, it's irrelevant. Like, we are not an investment product, and clients do not purchase Everest because of access to cash value.
Right.
We provided protection when during difficult time.
What's the minimum amount you can buy?
$5,000. The minimum $35 is $35,000 is the maximum coverage. So let me go back to our application. So we're gonna go ahead and continue. The client already answered no to all the questions. So as you can see, the first section is completed. So far, we have completed 50% of mobile EF. Next section is personal information. Payment type, either bank draft, but you'll have to enter the account holder name, transit or ABN number or account number. In order to save some time, I'm gonna select the client wants to be direct billed. Personal information. So I'm gonna go ahead and enter some information really quick. Georgia, zip code is 30309. Social Security. This is my cell phone number. If you have any questions, if you need more training after today, please give me a call, guys. It's 678-538-7340. And my email is mkleut at everestfuneral.com. We are going to pretend I was born in Georgia, and this is a Georgia Southern accent. And Anthony, hopefully they have 6'9" on here.
Oh, 7, 8.
Perfect. Weight, I'm gonna give myself 235. Personal physician name can be Mike, and let's say for the address 111 Marietta Street. If the owner is different than the primary insured, you will have to enter the owner's information, relationship to insured, social security, and the address. In this case, I'm the owner, and I'm the payer as well. So you're going to select this box right here. Primary as well as contingent beneficiary are also mandatory. So for the it's usually a family member, guys. So for the primary beneficiary, let's enter Matt Shaw. He can be my brother. And contingent beneficiary, it can be, let's say, Sarah Shaw. She can be my sister. Do you have any existing life disability insurance or annuity contract? I do not, and I'm not going to replace an existing life disability insurance policy or annuity contract. We are almost done with the application, guys. Next section is agent signature. You're gonna enter your name right here, Anthony. I'm gonna use you for example. You can be my agent. Anthony. City sign could be Atlanta. The agent can enter any remarks. Let's say no to these two questions. Once again, you're gonna enter, Anthony, your number, your name, and in this case, he will receive 100% of commission. If you're doing a split, you can do 50-50.
Only 50.
So let's continue to signature.
You did Illinois earlier, right?
Earlier. Okay, so real quick, guys. So because we are running out of time, once you
Okay, yeah. then
put the
it says
agent's name, the
signature.
next section is signature, which is right here. So once the client and the agent sign the application, you're going to complete the phone interview. Depending on the client's age, it might or might not be required. For Advantage product, it is required for issue ages 40 to 49. For Advantage 50 plus, phone interview, it is only required for immediate death benefit. So you're gonna call the applicable phone number. It's gonna be available after the signature section. You're gonna introduce yourself as WFG agent. I American is the underwriter. Then you're gonna give the phone to your client. The rep on the other line will ask your client the exact same questions, word for word, listed on the application, just to make sure the answers are accurate. It's gonna take you 10, no more than 15 minutes. Once the phone entry is completed, they're gonna send you a case number. You're going to enter your own application. If the client is not able to complete the phone interview, you're gonna enter the applicant's phone number and the best time to call. Then a third-party vendor, EMSI, they will reach out to your client at the time listed on the application. As you can see, it's very simple to complete. As long as you follow the steps, you cannot make a mistake. And I would advise you to use mobile e-app or paper app, guys. Once again, introduces processing delays and eliminates incomplete application. I would like to open the floor for any questions or feedback. We have 2 more minutes, guys. What do you think about the Everest product? And do you think it will help you build your business? Any questions or anything else you would like me to cover today?
There's no email app, right, for signature?
We are working on that.
Okay.
So
That's good.
it's coming up in the near future.
Okay, good deal.
If you said no to those first, was it 3-4 questions, you're able to move on to the next set.
No.
In the next set, you kind of scrolled through it. Is there anything about cancer? Like,
Cancer, let me,
Yeah, there was.
I'm sorry, if you said whatever, if you're able to go on to the next set, whatever the correct answer is, if you're able to get to the next set, is there anything about cancer in that next set?
there is. So this is the agent guide once again. And you can find Advantage Plus Impairment Guide. So for cancer, so if the client currently has cancer, we do not offer any coverage.
Okay.
More than one occurrence in your lifetime, it's going to be return of premium. Question 5 on the application. And within the past 2 years, if the client has been medically diagnosed, treated, or taken any medication for any form of cancer, it's going to be return of premium.
Okay.
7C.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks.
Anyone else, guys? Any feedback?
That's very well put together.
I thought it was such an easy app, I really, and I'm very technically challenged. And this was like the easiest one.
You cannot make a
The easiest
mistake,
thing.
guys. And if you want to make serious money selling this product, you need to use this Everest client campaign, guys. It's a game changer. And once again, we are the only product provider that offers our product through WFG Campaign Manager. Did you have a question, man?
So it doesn't matter what they have in any other type of policies, if they're set up with everything else, this is gonna be their bridge, because they're gonna be able to get their money right away. I'm thinking this as a tool for somebody that I've already got everything, everything's in place, but you're not gonna see your money for a while from that stuff, so the Everest is gonna bridge them together so they can take care of the funeral.
That's correct, and that's what Alex Gutierrez, he did. He started reaching out to the existing clients and offering Everest on top of their existing life insurance policy. And that's why he was able to sell 200 apps in 3 months.
Sorry, one more question. So would it be best for us to advertise this or market this as a concierge service or as a life insurance policy that would give them their money really quickly?
Anthony, how would you answer this question if you don't mind?
Package. I think it depends on what the person needs, what they're interested in.
Right.
If you're trying to market it out to the generic public, so you're not marketing it to one specific person, is it better to say like all the concierge service and the Tenzing and the quick pay and all of that versus saying that it's a life insurance
The
product?
final expenses, would you say
Final
there's,
expenses?
final expense, there's a gentleman you said is earning how much selling just final expense?
There's
Just selling this kind of a product.
Right, there is a guy in California, he makes $1 to $1.5 million selling family expense. And he heard about Everest, so someone is trying to bring him on board with their team because he wants to sell Everest instead of other family expenses. Guys, please keep in mind, other family expenses, there is no support, there is no guidance for the family. Also, it doesn't pay quickly. It doesn't pay in 2 business days. And before Everest, a person could prepay for their funeral 1 or 3 ways. They could go to a funeral home, XYZ down the road, but the money they put in is buying them an insurance policy where a funeral home is primary beneficiary and not the family member. Second option, they can purchase family expense. We already covered this. Third option, do nothing. It's the most popular option. You're gonna leave your family coping and paying for your funeral. And now there's a 4th option, which is Everest. It's totally up to the client to decide which way they want to proceed.
Thank you.
I'm glad you brought that up, because I networked with a guy some months ago. He works for a funeral pre-planning funeral home, if you will, so they're all around the country. And we had a conversation about Everest, but he wasn't getting it, and it could have been my approach too. So how would you show the value of Everest to someone like that?
Because once again, this is so the first part is whole life insurance, the second part is concierge service. When you sit down with your client, don't start talking about whole life insurance. Don't even mention insurance part. That's what Anthony was talking about earlier.
Right.
Talk about concierge service. Provide a real life story of Everest at work.
Right.
You can tell your own story if you planned a funeral in the past. People don't realize how expensive, how complicated the whole process is. And this is where Everest steps in, guys. The family can stay at home, and we're gonna step in and do research, shopping, negotiating. We're gonna take over the whole funeral process from start to finish. And that's the power of our concierge service. At the end of the day, it's about peace of mind, and we all need this peace of mind. Many families out there, they need this protection, guys.
So this business is already pre-planning funerals. I mean, so then so the concierge service doesn't add value. So then it's just the Tenzing, the
Absolutely,
Wilbur.
yes.
Okay.
And even if a simple casket, funeral home sells you for $1,000. We can buy the same casket online from Walmart or Costco. Did you guys know that? With the one simple item, you can save the family a few $100s.
How big is the industry final expense?
$20 billion industry.
There are companies, the reason why I asked them to bring up that, guys, there are companies that's all they do. They just focus on final expense, and they built, obviously, big businesses doing it, and it's also easy to train a rep. So one of my teammates, he was in this industry before, and he built his entire business just selling final expense. He said because a new rep comes in, very easy for them to learn, they start making money, and then they're able to go back and do different services. So some people just use this entirely as a strategy. So, and I think the campaign manager is probably the best way to mass market it, right?
That's correct.
Because you've got the email, then they get the video, and then they can listen to it, and then you say follow up with a text message. So it's more of a professional approach as opposed to that individual. That's
Yes,
another way.
and I would like to add one more thing. What's the rule of thumb? If you have a newly licensed agent who joined this business and they make $1,000 in the next 60 or 90 days, there's a 95% chance they're going to stay in the business the first year. And with 2 Everest sales for newly licensed agent, they can make $1,000 just like this. Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for your time. If you have any questions, please let me know. And we have some food in the back, so please help yourself.
And this is only for